So I'll read Ujwal's question and then maybe you can take a pass at it. The question
Cool.
is, after developing a new tool or software, where do you get MVP users that will actually give you feedback?
That's a great question. I like to think about it in product development. You've got the early idea, kind of like prototype. I mean, this is even paper prototype, and getting your stuff in front of people that have the problem that you're trying to solve is the most important thing. So kind of like what we were saying to Nate is like, well, where are they? Like, where are your customers? Because then when you get into the MVP and you actually have something, I would ask the same question. Well, where are they? Where are they hanging out? Where can you find them? And so again, depending on the problem that Ujjal is trying to solve, well, where do people go to solve that problem today? And to start hanging out there, start hanging out, whether it's an event, a forum, look into YouTube videos of people that are trying to figure out how to turn on their LinkedIn live. And you will see comments of people that are probably trying to do the same thing, or in fact have the problem. They're probably sitting there too. So I don't know. Those would be my things. And then the last thing I would say is, I mean, this is what I love about social: LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm looking for 5 people that have this problem and would be willing to try out a prototype that I built or an MVP. And then like, you gotta kind of cast it out there and then see if you get anybody.
I agree with all that. I'll add a couple comments as well. I mean, I think you're exactly right in that the best way to create luck is to put yourself out there. And that definitely applies to finding customers who care about what you're doing and want to give you feedback. And so I think, a great way to find customers is to put content out, host LinkedIn lives like this. I don't know, Ujwal, what exactly your business is. I apologize. But like if you're, a startup academy like ILT, that wants to help founders and bring people into the program, a great way to find those folks is by hosting. That's our theory, at least, is by hosting these events. I would also say, like, you don't need a ton of people to get feedback at first. Really, like 3 to 6 people should be enough to get you started. And then those people generally will know other people that have the similar problem. So that's how we started when we were doing uptrends early on, is we found 3 people on LinkedIn, got calls with them. And then the last question of the interview was, hey, do you know anyone else who's trying to do what you're doing and would be willing to spend 15 minutes talking to us?
Right. Right.
Another hack that I've found is to stand outside of conferences if you can. That's kind of a niche one. I could talk at length about doing that. If you just find a conference or a trade show or some sort of industry event where your potential customers are, you don't even have to pay to get in. If you just go stand outside, you could probably track down at least 5 or 6 of them.
Totally agree. Yeah, fish in a barrel, right?
Fish in a barrel. Yeah.
Awesome.